Alright, YouTube, a nice rider here again, and today's topic is going to be talking about whether you should buy a Ninja 600 or any other sort of super sport for your first bike. So obviously, if you've ridden a bike and you have some experience, or if you had, you're moving up from a 300 or even a Honda Grom, then you should be fine starting, moving up to the 600. If you are, boy, it's windy today. If you are new to riding and not experienced, then I'm kind of on the fence. So let's put some comments down and see what your thoughts are. If somebody watches this video that is getting into motorcycles and has never really ridden a motorcycle except maybe to pass the test to get the motorcycle endorsement, then what do you think? How do you feel if they started off on a 600? There's a lot of people out there that have started on 600s and done fine. There are a lot of people out there that think the 600 is way too much of a bike for somebody to just start out on. So let's kind of throw some comments down there for people that in the future that might see this video. And if it's me looking, I look through the comments on topics like this so that I can kind of see what everyone says, not just take the person that's making the video's word for it. So personally, I am not going to tell you one way or the other whether you need to go buy a 600 or you don't. You might want to start on a Honda Grom. You might want to start on 300, the Ninja 300, the Yamaha MTX, MT-03, sorry, or something of that nature. Maybe the Yamaha R3, which is a sporty bike. So to me, the 600 is not something that just out of the blue, normal everyday rider that's someone that's never ridden a motorcycle, let me rephrase, never ridden a motorcycle should really be eager to jump onto. It's not, there's just a lot less room for error on a bike like this. So yes, really, it's all, it depends on your wrist. If you can control your wrist, then you could control this bike. I mean, I don't have any doubt about that. If you control how much throttle you give it, you ride casually, you respect the power that the bike has, then people can ride the 600. They could start on it, they could learn on it and grow with it and get better with it and never have to move up. But for some people, say are the less responsible rider, they would struggle starting on something like this. Maybe they don't know the ins and outs of riding a motorcycle, and they just don't understand that just giving it a little throttle can just make the bike jump out from under you. You can lose control easily. So for somebody that has no experience, I would suggest possibly starting on the smaller bike. By the way, I mean, I had a Ninja 250 years ago, and I could ride that thing full throttle all the time, everywhere. And it never scared me, never, it just didn't have the power to do anything. So a bike like that, a Ninja 250, maybe a Ninja 300. Have not ridden the Ninja 400, so really don't know about that bike. just say, you know, if you're not comfortable jumping on any type of bike, just starting off in the 300 might not be a bad idea. But I'm not going to say you can't start on the 600. So if you want to start on the 600 though, you must respect the power that it has, ride to your own abilities, which you're going to have no clue what your own abilities are because you've never ridden motorcycles before. Like for me personally, I take corners slow because that's, you know, my limitations. I'm not real comfortable on corners, and I've been riding motorcycles my whole life, so and that's just the way I am and how I ride. So once you learn how you ride, and once you learn to ride the bike and you get more comfortable with the bike, then you know you can grow with this bike and never need anything more and be fine with it, as long as you are aware of every little action you take. Everything that you do is that you're conscious of everything you do. How about that? So if you're conscious of everything you do, you're not accidentally giving it too much throttle or trying to show off or trying to pop wheelies on it the first time around, you know. And yeah, I mean, you could ride a 600. That's my opinion, and that's all it is my opinion. All of this is just different people's opinions, but I'll just say, you know, be respectful to the bike and ride cautiously to start off with. So if you bought a 600 Ninja like this, the ZX6R, then you could, you know, start it off on low power mode and have your traction control, you know, creep way up, and you know that might help you. You know, low power mode is still got a lot of oomph, so and it's not like it's a dog in low power mode, but you know it might help. It's definitely I think, I can't remember, I'm not even going to quote what percentage of power it gives you, but it only gives you a percentage of the power that the bike has. So, you know, if you want to put it into low power mode and get used to the bike, you know, that would be a suggestion. Anyway, I am not gonna sit here and make a super long video about this. Just kind of want to see what comments are out there. I think it would be great if you have the ability to start off on something smaller. It's definitely going to give you a little more confidence whenever you do go to something like this. But if you do start off on something like this, then, you know, that's also, you know, as long as you take it slow and respect the bike, then it's doable. I mean, it's definitely doable. I've known people that started off on leader bikes, so and I'm honestly not ever gonna go to a leader bike because I feel like the 600 is definitely more than what I'll ever need. So, but anyway, make your comments down below. You know, try to be respectful to each other and be nice about it, and you know, put your points as to why you don't feel like it would be a good beginner bike, or why you think it is a good beginner bike. You know, my preference is I'm kind of on the fence. You know, really, I think it depends on the person. I know a lot of people that I think would be fine, and other people that might not. So just put your comments down below and let people know what your thoughts are. That way they might be able to make a better decision. Thanks for watching.